Today I'm going to talk about how to get fast on a 3x3. Now, there's always a lot of videos on this, how to get fast on 3x3. This is more of a how to get sub-20 with the 3x3 and maybe sub-40 and 30. That depends on where you are and what you want to practice on and do. So I'm going to talk a little bit, and now I'm going to show you pretty much what you want to practice on. So the first thing you do when you solve a Rubik's Cube is basically do the cross, the white cross. At least that's what I do. You can do the yellow cross and the green cross and so on and so on. But I'm always doing the white cross. Now, in my beginnings method, I showed you how to build the white cross on the yellow face and then bring the pieces down where it should be, like this. Now that's not a very quick and efficient way, so what you want to do instead is to build them at the white side from the beginning. And what you may think then is to do like this: solve this piece, then solve this piece, then solve that piece, and then solve this piece. But that's not how you want to do it. You don't want to solve one piece at a time. You want to solve multiple pieces all in once. So for example, instead of solving this piece and then bring this one up and solve that piece, which takes a little bit of time, you can just solve this and then that. Then you solve both of them. And you can actually continue with doing that by doing this. Solving this piece and then move it. Then we've solved 3 pieces, and then we have this one here to just move it down. So you want to practice on how to do the cross more efficient and fast and all that stuff. And that's not something you can really teach. That's just something you have to learn by yourself. You can always learn some tips and tricks and all that stuff, but you have to explore a little bit by yourself and learn how to do the cross faster and faster. Then you want to practice on F12, and F12 is where you build the first 2 layers all in once, instead of just bringing this one down and then, that was actually wrong, and then doing the edges, solving the edges. You want to solve them all in once by building this pair and then insert it in the right slot. Now, how you do that is a little bit of pain to. It's a little hard to learn, if I'm gonna say like that, but as you learn it, it's not gonna be that difficult. So then you want to practice when you know F12 and you feel like you got that down. You want to start practicing on look ahead. And for you guys that don't know what look ahead is for example, when I'm solving this piece, I see these 2 pieces right after I've solved this piece, and that's just because I track these 2 pieces while I'm setting down this pair. So I see these pieces and then I certain them and I still see them, and then I'm starting these 2 and then I see these 2. So you want to look, you hear it on the name, you want to look ahead before you do it, before you do something. So this is not a very good case to do that. Also, another way that you want to know how to do is to insert all the F12 pairs in different angles. You don't just want to learn how to insert it like this and also like that, because then you have to do rotations, and that's not very good. So what you want to do is to practice on how to insert them in the back, from the side, and just all different kind of angles. After that, you want to learn at least 2 look OLL and 2 look PLL. And what OLL means is orientation of lost layer, and what that is that you're first doing the cross as you do in the beginnings method, and then you do a algorithm to get all the other corners up. So first you'd solve all of the edges with the yellow sticking up, facing up I mean, and then you solve all the corners facing up, and then you come to PLL. Now, I don't remember 2 look PLL, but it's basically the same thing, and PLL means permutation of lost layer. So yeah, that's basically it. Then there's something that's called OLL and PLL, which is just full OLL and full PLL. So I'm just gonna get this case. So this is one of the cases I know. I don't know full OLL, but I do know full PLL. So for example here, we have this little piece here. So what we could do is to do like that, then the next algorithm. But a more faster way to do it is to do a algorithm to solve all the pieces coming up. And it's the same thing with permutation of lost layer. Then you know all the cases that comes after the OLL and can solve the cube. So that's the last step of solving the cube. So what do you want to practice on? Well, I say practice a lot on the cross and also a lot on how to do the F12 more efficient, faster, inserting in from all the different angles and all that stuff. And if you're pretty new with F12, don't start practice look ahead, because you have to be very what's the name? Comfortable. You have to be very comfortable on doing F12 before you start practicing look ahead. So you have to know F12 pretty good before you start doing look ahead. Also, you have to learn to look OLL and to look PLL before you can get at least sub-20, I think. If you're not turning it very fast and are super good at cross and F12. So that's pretty much everything you want to practice on. And if you want to know full OLL and full PLL, I recommend you to go with the full PLL first. Cause yeah, I don't know, I found that better actually, and now I'm learning full PLL. So that's pretty much it. So I will just do a walkthrough solve, so you can give a little bit of idea on how I think. So yeah, we have the cross pieces here, 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 and here. What I would do is to solve these two, then move this one and solve that, like that. Then I'm gonna solve these two, so I'm gonna pair them up and insert it. Then I see, wait, is that yellow? Yeah, I looked through the camera, so it's a little bit hard to see, but I see these two pieces, I mean, and then I see these two pieces, and then just these two pieces. Then I'm doing to look OLL, and then I got a PLL skip. So that's pretty much everything. And another thing that's very, very important to become fast at 3x3 is to have a good cube. If you don't have a good cube, if you have like a Rubik's cube, a Rubik's brand, I mean, you're probably not gonna get sub 40. I think you can be sub 40, but I don't think you can be at least sub 30 with it. So get a good cube, and also you want to practice on finger tricks. And what finger tricks are, it's just instead of turning the cube like this with your wrist and your whole hand like that, you want to turn it like with your fingers like this. So in that way you will do it a lot faster. So that's pretty much everything for this video. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. So thank you for watching, and bye.